Hey guys, welcome to the Math channel, and today we're going to discuss quadratic equations. If you look at the first question, it says factorize completely 18x squared minus 24x. So when you talk about factorizing, basically we're trying to break down the equation into its components and figuring out what's common between each of the terms. So if you look at 18x squared minus 24x, what we have in common is x. And if you look at the numbers 18 and 24, both fall in the table of 6, 3, and 2. Since we're factorizing completely, so it's ideal to go for the term which is the highest number, and in this case, it's 6. So if we take 6x common over here, what will be left behind with in the bracket would be 3x minus 4. Now, if you look at the step, we can see that 3x and 4 do not fall in any table. Since they don't fall in any table, so that means they're not common. Like they have nothing in common between these two terms. So this is the complete factorization of 18x squared minus 24x. Similarly, if we move on to the next part, it's asking us to do the exact opposite. It's asking us to expand the bracket down. Factorizing the equation means that you're breaking it down into its components, which is 6x times 3x minus 4. Well, expanding the bracket means that you're multiplying the terms back and giving it into its initial format, which we had in the first case. So when we're expanding brackets, what we're basically doing is we're multiplying the term outside the bracket with the terms inside the bracket, which means x gets multiplied with 3x and with negative 4. So what we'll do is we'll write x times 3x plus x times negative 4. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Your answer for part B would be 3x squared minus 4x. And over here it would be 6x times 3x minus 4. If you look at question number 2 says that factorize 3w squared minus 2w. So I would like you to pause for a minute and look at the equation. Do we find anything common in these two terms? If yes, I would suggest you to highlight the terms that you find common. Once we have identified the common terms, we basically try to take those terms common and break down the equation. Now between 3w squared and negative 2w, we can easily see that 3 and 2 have nothing in common. But since both of them have w's with them, so we take the w common outside, and inside the brackets we'll have 3w minus 2. Now 3w and 2 have nothing in common anymore, which means we can't further break it down. Hence, your final answer would be w times 3w minus 2. If you look at part B, now part B is asking us to expand and then simplify. So expansion, as we just went through, we will multiply the terms outside the bracket with the terms inside the bracket, which means x goes with 2x and with 3. Similarly, 5 goes with x and with negative 7. So we'll rewrite this as x times 2x plus x times 3, then plus 5 times x, and plus 5 times negative 7. X times 2x would be 2x squared. X times 3 would be 3x. 5 times x is 5x. And 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. Once we have expanded the brackets, we basically combine the like terms, if there are any. Now, like terms are terms where you can see that the variables are the same, and the powers of the variable are also same. So if we look at 2x squared, there is no x squared term over here, which means 2x squared does not have a like term. So it comes down as it is. Now, 3x and 5x are like terms because, firstly, both 3 and 5 have x as the variable, and the highest degree of power for both the x variables is 1. So we can combine 3x and 5x as 8x, and negative 35 is a constant. There is no other constant, so that comes as it is. So 2x squared plus 8x minus 35 would be your final answer. If you have any questions about these, hit me up in the comments below.